this broadcast, or if you're clicked onto this part of the playlist, if you've been watching the first two into this sequence. Now, uh, the group have just killed the dragon and they have arrived at the door of the druids that, when they first arrived to this ruin, asked them to deal with the dragon. And that is Rydot, the druid. Lunar just banged on the door and shouted for the druid, which you then heard 3 minutes of long, arduous chains and locks. The door goes completely wide open. What as open as you've ever actually have seen this to this point, and you see the frazzled hair of the frail looking man with the long beard, sort of like Radagast the Brown, except instead of brown he's wearing like green. There's a bit of there is brown, but there's lots of green. There's some leaves, there's some twigs sticking in his beard and hair, and he has like tight, like beady little eyes just staring right at all of you, like dark eyes dashing to each one of you. What? You killed him. Excellent. Get in. Come on, tea. And he starts ushering you all in.
I go in.
I go in, but I push him out of the way. Like, don't you push me.
Fine. So I'll pot a cup of tea, and you can tell, you can tell me all about the fact that he's got rid of fucking Fanny.
Didn't you promise to give me some of your green tea leaves if we killed the dragon?
Yeah. Yes, a deal's a deal. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Hand him over.
He wanders off and begins picking up a small bag and starts putting in some leaves into it. Here you go. I suggest you keep one leaf around, just in case, and you just will come across a journey and grow you more. No. Tell me, are you sure he's killed Venomfang? Because he's only gone for a couple of minutes.
We were gone.
I died.
We were gone for like 4 hours.
Oh yeah, sorry, I meant yeah. It took several hours to harvest all things. Thank you, Blue, for correcting that. Only 4 hours and he's killed the dragon. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Wait. No. Wait. You died?
Yeah.
Yeah, you died.
Yeah, but that's not important.
I got better.
Yeah, you came back from life. Oh yeah, I was about to ask, dude, how was heaven? Or did you go to hell?
There's not enough chairs.
Interesting question. What is your alignment?
It is chaotic neutral.
Okay, it's chaotic neutral.
Purgatory it is.
Yeah. You're in purgatory.
What?
Still not enough chairs.
Actually, no, he died. Sorry, that's another thing. Sorry, actually, that was another thing. Actually, instead of going to purgatory or hell or any of the other places,
Don't exist, I don't think.
yeah. But technically, all our souls are in also its service. So for that brief moment, you were alive. Sorry, you were. I was about to say alive. You were dead. You saw a great giant tower. Well, look, what
Not a
looks
single chair.
with what looks to be a city on top of it. That's what you said you've seen, but you don't have to say that.
Yeah, no. All I've said was there wasn't enough chairs.
Okay.
That is it.
Wait, never mind. The point is, you just fucking killed the bastard, and now I can finally go back to the main. I can go back to the Emerald Encave's main HQ in Valenwood. Oh, it's a beautiful forest. I can't wait to get back there.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Yes.
How does one join that thing?
The Emerald Enclave. Basically, you just join. We have members throughout different types of adventuring parties. We're more of a political group than that's why we have so many members in adventuring parties. they try and often they're not, and especially in the bigger ones like the Dust Guard, our members try and push the bigger adventuring guilds to keep in mind that nature's a delicate balance.
I scowl when he mentions them.
But yes, we seek to preserve nature and to make sure that kingdoms don't just needlessly chop down woods and forest or kill animals. We try and protect the balance.
I'm familiar. I've looked into this for some time.
Good. So you're interested in joining us?
Or, more than that, I'm interested in being a druid.
Oh. Yes. You should. It's great to be one with nature.
I agree.
I can actually indoctrinate you into the lowest ranking. I can actually give you the lowest rank within the order.
You're qualified for that?
I am qualified, yes. Wait, why? Why? Why you ask?
I was wondering, you're all the way out here. I didn't know some sort of ceremony was needed.
There's no ceremony. I just have to remember your name and remember that you said you wanted to join us. And now I gave you
Well,
that
how
rank.
well do you remember?
I can remember. I have a very good memory.
Right.
Okay.
I mentioned my name before. What is it?
Pardon?
I've mentioned my name before. What is it?
What name? I
We've
mentioned.
met him before. I've mentioned my name before.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
I couldn't quite understand you. I was like, what is he saying?
He's gonna say like Gregory or something.
Yeah. Oh, okay, but she's Luxie. He is.
Oh,
He's dwarvish.
Oh god.
Jeffrey.
I get the impression a lot of people tried to fight this dragon.
Your name is Jeffrey.
You know, not even close.
Oh. Okay, I'd write it down. I'll write it down. He sort of walks off and he takes out a parchment pen and he goes, okay, your name.
Or I just write it.
Okay, fine. I'll attend to the tea.
Take the writing utensils
Yeah.
on, and I write down my name.
Many people did attempt to kill the dragon. There was a dwarf not long ago that attempted to kill it, but he thought his battle axe would help him. It helped him against the twig blights. So yeah. It helped him against them, all right. But that's.
Oh, you mean this?
Oh yeah. He told me about that axe.
You know about it?
Yeah. We had a nice cup of tea. Yeah.
What do you know about it?
Apparently, it's stronger against plants and other plant life type of creatures, and with some bit of wood. That it's not exactly an axe that I'm particularly fond of, but as someone who's traveling in this side of the world where there's twig blight and killer plants, I suppose it's a handy little weapon.
That's interesting.
If you're going up against anything made of wood or a plant that's trying to kill you, simply use the axe.
Hey,
He begins pouring out like several cups of tea.
take one.
So, did you write your name?
What was that?
Did you write your name?
Yeah.
Okay, you are now officially a member of the Emerald Enclave. Now,
Hey.
with this comes several responsibilities. Basically, now that we have your name, if we may occasionally send you a sending message that may offer your adventuring party or group a job in terms of going to a specific place and helping out nature. we may ask you, or to restore the balance. Like, for example, if there's too many wolves in an area, we may ask you to go and, you know, chase off some wolves. Or if there's a corrupted tree that's corrupting other trees, we may ask you to deal with that tree. It's all about the balance of nature.
I got the idea. Now, could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Do you have another piece of paper?
It's a many piece of paper. The whole room is filled with piece of paper. He grabs another parchment and hands it to you.
I am quickly writing up a small, document indicating that this man has authorized me to be part of that faction. And I'm going then to ask him, could you just notarize this, just sign down here?
Okay. He writes his name, and strange enough, despite his appearance, his handwriting is incredible. Like, you
Way better than the doctor's?
What?
Never mind.
Like, it's like the perfect handwriting. Like, it's all cursive and attached. It's flawless. Okay, now, shoot. I have to pack up, and I'm gonna transform into a bird and start flying
One
home.
question.
Yes.
One question.
Yes.
If you're bringing Gregor into, will you be ever telling him to stray away from us, or can he always be with us?
He can always be with you, as I said earlier. There's many druids, rangers, some even barbarians or paladins. We have many members of our order within other adventuring parties. We're a faction we're a faction. We span the entire world. We're all about keeping the balance of nature, and so we're not an adventuring order or a guild or a knightly group. We simply recruit other members of people that see our view, and we try and urge kingdoms, kings, or again large adventuring parties like yourselves to help with maintaining the order. Like I said, we have some influence in what's the place? Baldur's Gate. We have some influence in Baldur's Gate, along with what were they called? The Lord's Alliance. Like we're on the council with them, and we have the similar goals, but we more want to keep the balance of nature, where they want to protect the townspeople. So yeah, he can still travel with you, and as I said, if we need something done, we may use him as a way of letting you guys know that there's a job that needs doing.
You give your word that you will not separate him from us.
No. I don't see any reason why, and who knows? We may even
Give your word.
I can't exactly give you a word, because since he did say he's aspiring to be a druid, maybe someone from the Emerald Cave may want to teach him, and they may send him a message just to notify him, and he may have to go to them in order to learn.
Well, can we rephrase that? Can you promise that it'll always be his choice?
Yes, I can always promise it'll be his choice. Yes. This one's clever. This one's clever. And he repeatedly just pokes Elvish on in the center of his mask.
Oh, you. Okay, stop that now. Okay, we're done playing.
Okay. So yeah. He, again, this is just me laying down the groundworks, because Blue did notify me that he may have to leave, so this could play into that if for reasons why his character is gone. But okay. With that, he begins, urgently packing. You notice he has several bags of holding. And he begins, just stashing, a whole bunch of stuff, Again, he's basically packing like Mary Poppins, except with more bags.
Do you think you're going to fit everything in there?
I have several of these. I have 10 bags of holding. I can fit everything here. How do you think I got all this here? Huh?
You move regularly?
Nuisance lady. Oh, wait. He quickly rushes over to Lux, looking down at the little fox. Oh, what a precious little Quimby. Oh, they're rare.
Quimby.
They tend to be in the forests along the border of Morrowind. Fascinating little creatures.
Looks kind of puts like she goes up to Ingus's ear and is like, I'm gonna have to teach you how to bite.
Interesting fact, they're immune to fire. Fire does not bother them. Again.
Yeah, I think we have that in common.
They're drawn to intense heat and lots of fire.
Yeah, so I think we have that in common.
At this point, he's ignoring. Yeah, go on.
Curiosity,
Yeah,
what
this is a
would bring
firecracker.
one?
Sorry.
What would bring one down here to this area of like?
Well, I can't say. Yes. I can only summarize that something must have happened that drove his mother or pack down here. But to find one alone is which means if you found one this little guy on his own, it means the entire pack is gone.
No, we didn't find it alone. Well, living alone, anyway.
Well, no, if like they all even when hunting, they tend to keep their little ones with them.
Oh, there was something with it.
Anyway, alright. If you want, I can talk to it and find out if it's okay with staying with you.
You know, I actually could do that as well, but you could probably do it quicker.
Me too.
Okay. He performs the spell and he begins talking to the nine-tailed fox. Sorry, talks to the little fox. He's okay and he accepts the name that you've given him.
Please.
This my little baby. Come to mama.
Yes, he is a baby, to be honest with you. There wasn't much back and forth, to be honest with you. It's like, to put in human standards, he's a toddler.
Oh.
So right now he's actually sort of he's looking at you as actually his mother. He says the fire lady, whatever that means.
Yes, that's me.
Anyway, go.
Hey.
What?
Why he calls me Fire Lady?
Pardon?
Want to see why he calls me Fire Lady?
Yes. Let's go ahead. Show me.
It creates a bit of fire.
Ah, no wonder it's drawn to you. Anyway, now go. I have things to do.
One last thing.
What?
One last thing.
What?
You gonna use all those locks that are on the door? Are they coming with you, or like? Can I take them?
I believe that his.
Why would you want those things?
Why wouldn't he want
Use
those?
this for a lock.
You can take
Well,
them.
You never know. You might need to lock something in.
You can take
Oh
them.
yeah, our key.
You can take them. I have no use for them. I'm going back to my precious headquarters of the Honored Enclave. It's a big
I
boom.
have a question about these leaves, Gamey. You just picked them up from the ground. Are these real tea leaves, or is this just crap?
They're real tea leaves. He got them from his own bag.
No, never was ground mentioned.
Okay, he's pushing his all out the door after he uses like some weird he uses some magic to quickly detach all the chains and different locks, and he puts them in a small.
How many do I get?
You get about 20 actual padlocks. You know those sort of slide the slide things that you use on a lot of doors, like garden doors and all that.
Yeah.
You get about 5 of them.
Or a deadbolt.
You then also get the same amount of keys as the padlocks, and then you also get 15 feet of chain. And then again, this is a
Nice.
this is a sturdy chain.
Oh wow.
He scratches his head, wondering what you need for all them, but he gets his all out the door and he begins tidying up. These are now
Well, I
outside.
hope we never run into him again.
These are all now standing outside the door.
Like,
So I can need to count total characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, folks, everyone earns 557 experience.
Nice.
neat.
So that puts us just over 3,000, I believe.
No, it's just under.
Just
Yeah,
under 2.
yeah, I see it.
Oh, is it 530 or
557.
557?
Grand total should be 2878. So yeah, we're just under 3,000.
Yeah.
What about me?
I don't know your current total.
Actually, I might be just over 3,000.
Yeah, because you got 200 experience last week.
Yeah.
Okay, Gregor, sorry, Blue, I'm not sure if this is your character's current total. 1,368? Is that right?
About 900 less than what you have.
What? So no, I honestly didn't hear you.
900 less than you have.
Okay.
Sorry, it was 557 experience we got, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There, I updated your sheet with the current total. Okay, so where do you want to go? Do you want to explore a bit more in Thunder Tree, or do you want to head back to Phandalin?
I thought we were done since we were doing XP.
Oh no, I just did that XP because I didn't want to forget the dragon. Like,
I don't know how you could forget the dragon.
but yeah, I just want to make sure.
We have something else to do.
In Thunder Tree, we were sent to Thunder Tree by, well, we were just sent there because we heard about the dragon, and then we ran into Rydot, who then asked us to even further deal with the dragon, which we did. The only task that we now have left is go to Lost Mine, go to Lost Mine because of Gundren asked us to, and also we need to report back into Neverwinter on time to let them know we dealt with the the tasks that we were given in order for the pardon of Elvish.
When do we have for that?
Yeah.
We still have a good bit of time. Like they weren't expecting us to. We got done much faster. Like so, we have time.
I know that, but how long do we have?
You just have about a week left.
Sword Coast week or
I don't. There's no normal. Sorry, you have a 7-day. Sorry.
say there is a Sword Coast week?
From what I've looked in the Sword Coast Adventurers Guide, there is none. They actually don't have individual days. They have they just number the days of each month.
That is a completely off-topic statement. They have 10-day weeks.
Alright, from what I read of the book, it didn't give that impression. It just says like that. They just number the days. Like
It's in there.
anyway, you have a alright. So you have again. I was going based off when I said weeks. I was going based off the real life term. So yeah. So you have about 7 days. I'll bring us back because again, if we're leaving Thunder Tree, like might as well put us onto the map.
I personally think we should head back to Neverwinter and get.
We've got enough time.
I know we've got enough time, but just to get it out of the way.
Yeah, but unless we need anything else from there. I mean, like, we don't need anything from that town. We're to check that off, because we're not coming back yet, are we?
We only have like the one thing in Phelan left to do. So, and that's like look after the explore those mines for like those dwarves. Unless I'm wrong.
That's
No,
as far as you know. That's what you have left. Like the reason why he didn't go to Lost Mine, despite it being closer to Phandalin, was simply because of how rude Gundren was to Lux.
Plus, we kind of want to see if we could tame a dragon.
So yeah.
That too.
Again, if you look to the map, you can see where everything is. You know that the location of Lost Mine now because it's Gundren, and it's actually a bit further south than of Phandalin. So it's south of Phandalin. So, in terms of proximity, Neverwinter is closer. You can get to Neverwinter within a day. And then from Neverwinter, you could then take the main road, which will help with yours of travel. Actually, no, because of a ranger, yeah, fuck roads. Who needs roads when you have a ranger in the party?
If we want to be safer.
True. So yeah,
Hey.
where to? Come on, guys.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm up for anything right now.
I'm cool failing personally. Also, fuck the law. They don't own me. I'll go when I'm ready to go back.
I should remind everyone that they did say that we would all be accountable for if we don't make the deadline.
Since everyone's just forth, there's only one thing to do there.
You just have one thing to do in both locations.
We have to turn in about Thunder Tree and then go to the Lost Mines.
Yeah.
So that's 2 things.
No, we have two. We have one thing to do in Neverwinter, and we have one thing to do in Phandalin.
We have to turn in for Thunder Tree in Phandalin. And because there was a reason we went out here.
Yeah, and that was to deal with the dragon. That was it.
Exactly, so they need to know that. And then we have to also then go to the mines.
Yeah, but it's just that we weren't actually given a task to deal with the dragon. We were just told about the dragon, and the group was just like, "Oh, let's just, go deal with it." It would
be nice. It would be nice for them to know that it's gone.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, in terms of official, actual quests, like we have one thing to do in Phandalin and one thing.
I mean, if we were playing Skyrim, kill dragon would have been on the list of objectives. So by technicality, yes, it was a quest.
Right.
Anyway, who's vote for what?
I vote for Neverwinter just because it's closer and yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm also I have not changed my mind on Neverwinter. I still believe we should go there first.
Well, it seems like 3-2, so I guess Neverwinter is where we're heading.
I mean, I didn't vote, but
Oh, well, sorry, my bad.
Okay. You travel for about a day, less than a day. Because it's only less than 30 miles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 25 miles. So you just get there. The sun's beginning to set. You see the big you see the big wall, the towers, and you get stopped, very briefly, by the guard. Who are you, and why do you seek entry to the great city of Neverwinter?
I leaned about. Are these different cards?
They're different guards.
We were here like 2 or 3 days ago.
It's a laugh.
Who are
There's the
you?
Lunar guard, and we have this.
Sorry, okay. Emily, Blue was talking, so Blue, go on.
We are the Lunar Guard, and we have business within.
Oh. Jeffrey! Check the list! Excuse me, it'll be 1 sec.
I cross my arms and tap my foot.
A small... Now, the guy that's you're talking to is he's a big, muscular dwarf. But then a small gnome runs over with parchment. And he looks to his boss and goes, "There's a lunar guy on the list. Your emblems, please."
I brushed my vest out of the way.
I show him my hand. Does everyone show him their marks?
I do when I'm
yeah,
blushing when I do it.
Okay.
Then
Everyone.
I quickly cover it back up.
Real suddenly, like, shabam! And then pop it right back down again.
Yeah, it says they all bear on their bodies. Yeah. Okay. The dwarf looks at the gnome. Right. Go on in. Move along.
I start walking.
Right, is walk through. Unlike the previous time, upon notification, you see that the crossbows are no longer trained on yous as they were when you were last entering. It seems that now that you are registered, the security is a little bit more laxed. Okay.
Okay. I make my way to the Emerald Enclave.
Okay, so the Emerald Enclave is okay. You don't know of their official base. You've been to a druid, a main druid focused adventuring guild.
Since that's where I know, I'm gonna go ask them.
Okay. So you see the familiar sort of treehouse looking building near the Protectors, the Hall of Justice. Sorry, yeah, the Hall of Justice. Okay.
Meanwhile,
Technically, Loyal's heading there with Dragon Elvish as well. He's Dragon Elvish by the arm. Come on, you need to prove. You need to show them that you've completed your task.
Yeah, dude.
No, me! I'm going along, but I'm clearly not happy about it.
Looks like Slade walks behind, like she just kind of briskly walks behind them.
Yeah. I imagine though, after seeing what happened with Ben, you know that it'd be sort of foolish to also try and run from Loyal, especially in his home city while you can fly.
But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So
Yeah, you could run, but I can fly, and it's my own home turf.
plus, am I really bothered?
Pardon?
Am I really bothered?
What do you mean by bothered? Like, why would you be bothered?
Like, That's the thing. I'm not.
Okay.
So
I know. I'm talking
you could
to.
slowly follow behind.
Yeah, I'm talking to Mark. Like.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, like I think his character wouldn't see. Like his character saw what happened last time someone tried running from me. Okay, so well, since there's only one person in that group, that party, we'll shift over to Gregor first. And also, he is sort of only split paths at. If you are looking at the map where it says Protector's Enclave, you sort of only split once you hit the P. Actually, no, you can. Actually, yeah, he's actually split off from Gregor as soon as you go in front of the house. Like, you take a detour to walk with Gregor, and then he just stops walking at the house, and you guys just keep walking on.
I'll catch up with you at the end.
Okay. Alright. So, Gregor, you see the house. Unlike last time, you see you see a different animal. Instead of seeing the wolf, you see an owl perched right at the top of the door.
I say to it, I enter.
The owl nods.
I go inside.
Okay. Upon entering, you see, much like the exterior, the all the furniture seems to be not crafted, but sort of like wood. Like they're like miniature, like different sized trees bent and grown into specific shapes and sizes. And you see all different types of trees. You can only assume that they might have bought some special seeds. They might have bought some of the seeds from one of the floating parks that float around the city. You see a dining room filled with like the smell of meat and really fresh fruit and veg. And you see several people gathered there. They're not bothered by you. One looks over, and you see the familiar you see the familiar druid that you saw on your last journey here, who came out of the tree. Hello, aspiring druid. Is there an issue with the books we gave you, or did you already finish them?
I've read quite a deal. I've had plenty of time.
That's good. Any luck on communing with nature?
Well, I have had some luck speaking with some animals
That's good.
and seeing through their eyes.
That's good. What brings you here then?
Well, I wondered what you could tell me of the Emerald Enclave.
Oh, well, everyone in this, everyone of the Guardians of the Forest are members. That's why we, like, if you look over there, right next to the banner of our order, we have their banner next to it, and I'm guessing you look and you see an image of like a shield with a sort of green wolf on it, and you then see next to it a big hold on, let's see if the book has a description of the Emerald Enclave. Let's see. Doesn't really describe. Again, it's probably in the Sword Coast Adventures Guide, but I won't look into it now. I'll probably do a description, a special description later on, in maybe a separate video. But anyway, I imagine it has something to do with nature, like a tree or something. So yeah, it's an organization of many like-minded people. They accept anyone pretty much, but you would find most of our members of the order are either a ranger or a druid, or even sometimes barbarians. People who generally prefer traveling out in the wild, or who prefer it in the wild.
Well, as you will remember from our previous conversation, that this fits me very well.
Yes. Yes, you'll be an ideal candidate to be recruited.
Well, I met the druids while down in Thunder Tree.
Hmm? Oh, did you now?
Yes, and I will take out the notarized document.
Uh, you see a raven fly past you, and it takes the paper and it brings it to the table. And you see,
Well,
instead of bringing it to, it brings it to the person that's at the head of the table. And you see, you've seen this race before. It's a Goliath, a towering of a being like. He looks over.
Yeah.
What? He reads over and goes, So, you're now a spring warden. As a sprig? Spring warden of the Emerald Enclave.
According to him, he seemed a little, had a few nuts loose, it seems. I just wanted to make sure everything was on the up and up.
Right on. Yes, we actually dealt with him a couple of times. He is on the up and up. He holds the second highest title within the Emerald Enclave.
You don't see?
Yes. So, welcome. I'm guessing did any other members of your adventuring guild join?
They have no interest in such things, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a shame. Most likely then you'll be acting as a liaison for potential tasks. Look, it's very rare, to be honest with you, it's actually very rare for most adventuring parties to all sign up with the same order. Especially from if what we're hearing about the Lunar Guard is to be true. These are not actually, these are sort of like, correct me if I'm wrong, but these are sort of conscripted, like these are chosen.
I raise an eyebrow.
I'm sorry. Do I offend you?
No, I'm just not overly familiar with that word.
Oh, you're sort of chosen to work together, rather than willingly. Like you're not friends. You've never met and formed this group together. Am I correct?
We do not have prior engagements, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Apparently there's some sort of causes behind all this, but...
Do you know which goddess?
Let me see if I can remember off the top of my head. As he scratches his beard. Which god did you make it?
Elaine. Remember I replaced one of the gods?
Right.
It's the Moonreaver one?
Yeah, I know. I believe it was Elena or something like that. Also known as the Moonweaver, I think.
Well, we don't. Again, reminder. On this continent, they don't use the titles. They only use the names. Okay.
A part of sentence A.
No. All of them look confused, except for one elf. One elf at the other end of the table seems to react when you say that name, but she doesn't speak up.
But I notice.
Yeah. Does anyone know anything? They all shake their heads, including her. She feigns no knowledge.
But you said I notice.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She feigns it to the others.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry we cannot help you with that knowledge, but if again, maybe there is some sort of force that's making us work together. Oh well. But anyway, welcome to the Emerald Enclave. We're fellow members, so if you ever need a place to stay, I'm sure many druids will invite you into their homes or into their guild houses, with obviously permission from their fellow members. But here, since all of us are members of the Emerald Enclave, you're more than welcome to stay here for the night. If you need
It's
it.
greatly appreciated. Puts a hand over his chest and gives a bow. My 2 axes just kind of like on my back, leaning forward.
Well then, is there anything else we can do for you?
Well, I don't remember if I asked this before, but what would it take to join your group?
Oh, sorry, but we're not. Being part of an adventuring guild or order requires you to to stay with us, and you're
Right.
already a member of another group.
My apologies. Then
No need to apologize. To be honest with you, if you weren't chosen to be part of this group, we would. If we knew about you, like if we saw you in the arena with such passion for nature, we would have quickly approached you and hired you. Sorry, not hired you. Request that you join us.
well, perhaps I could train under you. That's
Yes, yes, that is perfectly reasonable. Except I will not be your teacher. My skills are sadly not for the magic.
I meant your group, but yes.
Yes. Is there anything else?
I turn to the elf. Do you mind if I have a word? Just a few moments of your time?
Not at all.
I'm gonna lead out to somewhere more private.
Okay. For those of you that could see Mark's question, that is a very good. That is a very good question.
Yeah, I'm super curious about that.
Yeah. But you remember that again. This happened a few weeks ago. Remember, the order that he's visiting is one of the top adventuring guilds within Neverwinter. So basically, Gregor's technically at this moment hanging out with celebrities. Okay, so yeah, you walk out into the hall, and as soon as you are alone, she waves her hand, and you see sort of magic emitting from her, but then stops. At least now we can talk in privacy.
I look around just real quick.
Oh, don't worry. It's because of all the trees and plants. You never know who may have ears.
Right.
So,
You when I mentioned the goddess, you looked like you recognized it.
I did. I used to worship her.
Used to.
Yes, I had to stop the practice when her temples were violently destroyed.
Could you not worship in private?
I moved on to the worship of nature.
What
And
does Melora?
I just worship nature. I don't worship a specific god anymore. But you, again, I believe now. It was chalked up to the destruction of the temple here in Neverwinter to just some random act of terror by some bandits. But I've always suspected because it happened for 500 years ago, for over the course time span of a few months, several all throughout the world. I've been hearing about people destroying the temples of Elaine. Now, again, some of them were chalked up to natural disasters or freak accidents, but I don't believe so.
More than just coincidence to me.
Yes.
Somebody wants to ruin that faith.
And also, an entire city was wiped out.
Well, that's most certainly suspicious.
Yes, the city had very close ties uh, with the Fate and those that served the Fate, but also people who worshipped her started dying off of diseases and other strange events. But since people die all the time, it was chalked up to nothing.
Well, you certainly seem like a wealth of information that would be most useful.
That's all I know. As I said,
We've heard of a particular organization. Wait, quick out of character, Jason. He did tell us.
your character does know.
Okay.
Your
We've
character.
heard of an organization that seeks to remove the Lunar Guard from existence.
Well, hopefully they don't succeed this time. It was a very no. The order didn't do much. It was on the decline for long before the 500 year what happened 500 years ago, because apparently the fate revolved around just the idea of keeping things separate. So since it's not one of the more active roles in our lives, in our day-to-day lives, many people stopped worshipping it, just out of there were more practical gods that they felt deserved worship. But I knew that just because we don't know about the actions of the goddess or the guardians of the fate, the Lunar Guard, doesn't mean that they were pointless.
I'm not a particularly religious man, but
Well,
I've heard of religious people not so easily giving up their devotion.
Well, after loads of deaths and people just talked up to divine intervention of the destruction of the temples, and now after all this time, it's only really elves and some dwarves that remember Elaine.
I see.
Well, good luck. You's being chosen clearly means that the god is not finished.
Yes, that much is most certainly true.
Now,
It would seem.
good luck. Is there anything else you would like to ask me?
Do we not know?
You just don't know where the destroyed city is. You just don't even know its name.
Just give me a sec.
Yep. If you want, we can cut off to the other group.
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not he would ask that or not.
Yeah.
Mike, Hilo, good bed.
Again, it's completely up to your character. Like, up to you. If would your character be curious about a city that was destroyed?
Well, he would.
Yeah, so he wouldn't then ask.
Yeah, no worries.
Right? Just one last thing. What was the city you mentioned?
It was the city of Grimgrasp. It's not. It's no longer even on maps anymore.
Where was it?
It was up near the border of Morrowind. Up near the mountains. You would have to pass Shadenhall. Wait. God damn! I don't know. Again, it's been ages since I played Oblivion. Yeah, Shadenhall. Shaden Hall is that city. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's Shaden Hall. Folks, if you're in the group chat or if you're watching this on YouTube, if you know the name of the city that I'm referring to that's past, it's very close to Brume. It's in between the city that's very up to the north, which is Brume, the city that's in the northeast.
Any one of us could Google a map.
Yeah. But I just thought it'd be a nice little thing to push people to comments. So yeah, if you just know the city, put it in the comments. I will probably find out after this session. But okay, it's up northwest of named city. It's in ruins, but I did hear that there's a small group of people who are trying to restore it. At the moment, they're only like this enough people to occupy a village, so it's a village within a city.
Well, they certainly have their work cut out for them.
Yes, Grim Grasp, because it was a religious powerhouse in its prime, its size actually rivaled Neverwinter itself. That's why I find it very suspicious that it was destroyed so easily. And no kingdom has taken up responsibility.
Right. Well, thank you for the information.
Goodbye.
I do wonder why you hide this from the others.
Again, people who know about Elaine have died under very suspicious circumstances. Even when they're surrounded by only those that they 100% trusted, they still died under suspicious circumstances.
Right.
And to speak it out loud, if they had this knowledge, that would put them in danger. So yes, I'd rather keep it to myself. Not only for their safety, but for mine.
Well, I shall be off then.
Good day. And she walks off.
See myself out.
Okay.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Damn you! I was about to say it. I was about to say it. Okay. Loyal is still pulling Elvish along.
But I don't wanna.
And with that, I start helping by pushing him from the back. Well, too bad. You're gonna have to, big baby.
You enter the building.
You guys aren't gonna like it when I get in there.
Oh, too bad. Something, baby.
City.
I warned you.
City Watch. Several members of the City Watch are looking at you curiously as they are lighting the lights. Sorry, the street lights along the city. As you enter, you see several City Watch and City Guard. They're looking at you curiously. Several City Guard Sorry, I'm belching for some reason. Several members of the City Guard approach. Remember, the City Guard are above the City Watch in terms of equipment and fighting skill. I'm trying to think of a voice for this one. You see an elf approach you. What's going on here?
Oh, nothing. We're just taking him to the Hall of Justice or whatever place it was.
You're in the Hall of Justice, love. Why is bringing this man who clearly does not want to be here? He's claiming a bounty.
You have business there. That's the problem. And he's doing a big
Burn down
business
a boat,
there.
okay?
What business do you have at the Hall of Justice?
Okay, so long story short, I tried to burn down a boat and I was like sent off to do a bunch of stuff. so
Ah,
I
it's
finished the stuff.
pardon. Task. Okay. Yeah, just walk up to the counter.
You, ma'am.
Alright. Behind the counter, overseeing visitors and whatnot, you see a familiar face. L. Is the
Eh?
it's the very same paladin who interrogated you. He looks at you and he's like,
Sup?
"Oh,
Oh God.
oh, you actually came back."
Yeah, and there's one big thing that you have to answer for, Mister. I am not happy with you right now.
And why is that?
Okay, I came in here with 3 rotting heads, and I was not given those back.
Oh,
Okay, I was told I was going to get all my stuff back, and I did not get those back.
Gets
You-
really attached to his thing. You better give them back to him or else.
Yeah, one of those was a dear
He
friend.
likes heads for some reason.
oh, I'm sorry, but they were sent to the Neverdebt.
The what?
Where's that?
The Neverdebt. It's two cemeteries, 2 graveyards. They were sent to the paupers section. The you would have which gate did you enter from? South 1 or South 2 or North 1 or North 2?
I think it was South 1, was it?
You would have passed it on your way here. But yes, we buried the heads with the unnamed in the unnamed crypts.
It's gonna take forever to get them back.
Oh, that's the thing. They were the unnamed crypts hold the ashes. Yeah,
And I just
Okay.
want to know,
No, I'm still gonna get them back.
the
what? You're still gonna go after those things?
they were.
Look, Ben said that he wanted to be put on a battle wagon. I'm gonna put him on a battle wagon, even if he has to be the paint of the battle wagon, okay?
You would have to talk to the clerics that run the Neverdebt area. They worship the Raven Queen. I'm sure you can. Probably, maybe they have the information, but I should warn you that they don't. They're called the unnamed crypts for a reason. They don't bear any names.
We'll figure out some way.
Oh, okay. Best of luck. And did you take
Okay.
care of the undead?
Yeah, we did.
Good.
Sort of.
You're now a fit. We mean my sort of.
Well, we didn't kill him. Come on.
He puts his hand on his sword. What do you mean you didn't kill them?
Well, okay, the whole thing is, like, it was a large misunderstanding where necromancy is totally legal, and he just didn't realize what the problem was. We explained what it was, and, like, what he was doing wrong, and he was like, okay, I won't do it again.
So you took the word of a necromancer. Let me guess, a fucking Tain. That's what they call
yes.
that's what they call people from the Sea of Tanians. He sort of
Pretty much, yeah.
he spits onto the floor. Those fucking you should have just killed him. He was probably up to no good, probably testing the weaknesses of our kingdom.
Nah, man, he was looking for a book.
I highly doubt. If he was looking for a book, it was probably a book of vile darkness.
What was the name of the book he was looking for again?
Grimoire.
It was a grimoire.
Yeah,
you
he was
don't-
looking for a grimoire.
See, I told you, a book of evil magic. You should have just killed him, but nonetheless, you did technically you did complete your task by removing them from Phandalin.
Oh yeah, technicality.
The Grimoire is just a spell book, so.
Ah, okay.
Just get out of my sight and behave while you're in Neverwinter.
I'll do what I can.
With that, Loyal, as you start motioning, just like, okay, let's go before you say anything.
Fuck the police!
Are you going to finish me?
Alright, so you walk out.
Sir, my nickel.
So you leave the Hall of Justice. Where
That's
to?
a Hall of Justice.
God damn, whoever wrote 5th edition or designed Neverwinter.
Well, you didn't name that?
No, it's not. It's if got all right.
Oh my god, that just made it so much fun.
What they were doing.
Yeah, it's actually.
I knew what they were doing.
I took this map from the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide.
Oh,
It actually even tells you specifically which building on the map is the Hall of Justice.
Oh, that's so brilliant.
It's in the Protector's Enclave. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Alright. So since Gregor thinks we're gonna be meeting him at the tavern, shall we head there?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, why not? Don't see why not.
Is it's like what, nighttime? So you know.
Yeah. Alright. So
No,
he's
I'm ready for sleep now.
so he's head to the tavern. And you see, hold on, I heard this noise. Yeah, it's again. Okay. Actually, hold on. Yeah. Okay. As you are walking, you see a would-be thief get quickly caught by City Watch members.
Ha! Amateur.
You arrive at the tavern. It's filled with music, as you remember. You see the different the different members of the retired adventuring party, 7 Deadly Sins. Just going about their business. You see a human male with a strange sort of device near his mouth, singing. And again, guys, remember what I said? Who would be here at the last time at the tavern? Like,
I think I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
But I didn't know they invented ELD microphone yet.
It's a magical device. It's actually creating different. He's basically singing one step closer, and the magical device is creating the actual sounds of that you would hear it in the actual modern music. Everyone is really enjoying it.
It is a wand.
Bon is I imagine Bon would really love this type of music. For those of you that watch 7 Deadly Sins, he strikes me as a rocker.
On a roller?
Okay, so what is so you've entered the tavern. You hear the new style of music that you've never heard before being played by this singer. What do you do?
Well,
What is
sir.
that?
You're not there, Gregor.
Yet. God, what is that god awful music?
It has a grungy and angsty feel to it.
I actually quite like it.
Of course you do.
Well, now that I'm hearing it more, it actually sounds pretty okay, I think.
It does grow on you very quickly.
Yes.
Looks kind of like. Lux is just like is looking at you like, what? Really?
All right.
Well, I mean, in the end, it doesn't even matter.
You fucking you bastard!
Best song name ever.
You bastard!
That's the best media reference so far.
You bastard!
It's reference about the style of music that's going on right about now?
You alright? Wait, what did you say,
I
Blue?
don't know the other song that you mentioned.
One step closer.
I don't know that.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty good song, actually. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's one of their best ones.
Yeah, but is it closer to what Mark said? Because I know that song.
Yeah, it's close to that.
It's the same band. Same band.
Yeah, same band.
It's also Linkin Park?
Yeah, this guy. It's again. This is the bard the bard MC that will show up from time to time in my games. Chester. I can't Bennington.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, yeah. Just because again, my favorite singer like of all time. Like, wait, second favorite singer of all time, but favorite band of all time.
I'm more metalhead.
Okay, so yeah, looks. You see, Elizabeth.
Twins.
What? Looks. You see Elizabeth waiting tails again. She is stumbling a couple of times, struggling to keep her balance. Like you got an impression of your three visits here. She's sort of a clux. A clux? No.
Lux puts Lux put Ignis on her shoulder because he's that small. He can probably fit.
Yeah. He can actually lie on your shoulder.
Yeah. Goes over and she helps her.
Okay.
There, you're alright. You're okay. Like,
yes. I just don't have the best coordination. I'm surprised Melionis doesn't fire me. And then at which point the kid like figure appears out there and goes, I would never fire you, Elizabeth. And he's rubbing her ass.
Hold it.
And then she blushes red, and she jumps back
Into his hand.
Yeah, well, far enough so that it's not touching. But he plays off like he wasn't doing anything, like it's second nature to him.
Okay.
You see people asking for seconds from at the counter from the man that is known as Bond, that's dressed in red leather.
Right.
are we to ask them to wait a while, or
Well, you
like
just can walk around, tell me what you're doing in the tavern.
huh?
Tell me what you're doing in the tavern.
Oh, I thought I was still with him.
Oh yeah. You are, and I was telling you what happened afterwards, and then now what else are you doing? Oh, Gregor, because you both spend only minutes, not even 10 minutes at each location. Gregor, you now walk in after 7 minutes have gone by, and you
I
never.
look grumpy.
What?
I look grumpy hearing this noise.
Okay.
What are them?
It's almost like it's crawling in your skin or something.
Mark,
Ba-dum-dum.
stop it. If I was right next to you, whacking you in the nose. Bad.
Okay,
Okay, so what is everyone doing now in the tavern now that everyone's there?
Getting sloshed.
I'm just hanging with Loyal.
Okay, Loyal's talking to you. What? All right, Lux. What is Lux doing?
Does Elizabeth look like she needs a hand?
She does constantly, but you see another figure. Sorry, a pink-haired, bespectacled male.
And draw this person, actually.
Yeah, you can't quite tell if it's a male or female. It's the figure is wearing a skirt, but there's something about the figure that makes you think of that's a male. But
You
is
watched
it?
the OVA, didn't you?
There's that person seems to also be helping out Elizabeth.
Okay, so she doesn't need any more hand.
From this small tavern, not really.
All right, grand. Well, the Lux is kind of just sitting on one of the benches, just kind of chilling because
Yeah.
pretty tired.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna get their strongest alcohol, and I'm gonna go sit next to her.
Yeah. Then he just smiles and he gets you that drink. That'd be 5. That'd be 10 gold.
Hey, Gregor, can you make that too?
20
How
gold.
much gold you got?
Pardon?
How much gold you got?
Plenty.
Yeah.
You buy this round, I'll buy next.
Fine.
That'd be 20 gold. Which is like something to eat. For only coppers, you'll have meals that you'll swear are for royalty. Bon over there is an excellent cook.
Fine.
That'll be 2 copper pieces.
Can you make change for one of these? And I put another gold piece on the counter.
Yeah. And he walks off and he shouts at Bomb, "Hey, got some food? Come on, hurry up!" And he does so. You flow now from the upper floor of the tavern. You see a child floating on a pillow.
Oh, what?
A child floating on a pillow. A big pillow. It's about the size of his body.
Oh, wow.
It's green, it's got circles on it.
He's sort of asleep.
Oh.
He looks to be about 8, maybe 10.
Am I passing by this?
No, yeah, he's actually flown over you right at this moment.
I poke the underside of the pillow to see how fuzzy it is.
It's very fuzzy.
I poke it harder.
Yes, your finger just sinks in. Like, for that brief moment, you feel like, oh my god, I want this. Like you would kill to sleep with that pillow. Is that if your finger felt that comfortable, you can only imagine how great it must be to have that under your head.
Oi, you! I yell up.
What is it?
What are you doing up there?
Trying to relax.
Surely that's hard with all this noise around here.
I enjoy the music.
You like this?
Yes.
I raise both eyebrows.
Now is that all?
I suppose if you're that tired.
He just goes, children, and he goes lies back down.
How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
What age are you?
Certainly not a child, even by my own race's standards.
And he just floats off out the window, and you just hear him sort of very, very affectionately call for Diane. And
Well, that's the way to travel.
and you see you see again, once again, looking through that back windows, you see what looks to be like a giant talking to him. Okay, that's what Gregor's and Slux is doing. We already got Lunar and Loyal. What is
Well,
Elvis?
also, I was sitting next to him. We're not really doing anything.
Okay.
Because you didn't say anything.
Well, no. Well, we were our characters were talking to each other. Remember, you said like I hang with Loyal. So okay. So now we're on Elvis. Elvis, what are you doing in this tavern?
Oh, you want to know what I'm doing?
Yes.
Opening this pit up!
What?
What?
Opening the pit up. I'm gonna start a mosh pit in the bar.
Gonna get Rickety Rex done?
You know, there's not
I'm
enough space amongst the tables.
still going to attempt it.
Bond. Yeah, actually, no, I don't even need to roll. He would fucking do that.
Yeah, no, he would.
If I'm trying to stay true to that character, yeah, he'd totally be down for that. He would.
You yourself slam through 10 walls doing it.
Do you? Yeah. Do you push against him?
Tempted to.
All right. No roll. It's not. You're not actually trying to harm him or even. Well, you're not trying to do really too much. You're just pushing off against him, like so. No check. You just push off against him.
Yeah, nice.
You now. Wait, did you, Mark? You saw Bon and you watched some of their scenes, correct?
Little bits and pieces here and there.
Did you watch Bon meet Melody Otis?
No, I haven't
It's
seen
like
that part yet.
You're not prepared then, mentally for this.
You are not
Dang it.
prepared.
Blue, you know what's going to happen.
Oh no! I wouldn't be surprised if he dies.
Okay. Make a strength save.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
That sounds appropriate.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3.
It's the fact that there's multiple dice here.
That was multiple dice you were hearing.
Yeah.
Really specific.
He pushes off. You jump against him. He's laughing like he's enjoying this like as much as you are, and then he as soon as he lands and then jumps off to push against you now. He hits you, and all you go flying through.
It's like a semi max speed.
People like patrons who are clearly repeat customers here see him about to push off against you. You see them all reaching to grab their drinks and food. Some of them make it. Some of them manage to lift it up. Some of them don't. You go flying through 3 tables. You're think anime, Ricochet. You're skipping along the ground through the tables. You actually then go.
I imagine he broke some plates and stuff.
Yeah. There again, as I said, not everyone could grab their shit in time. You then go flying through the wall, and you then skip along the ground into the lake that's on the outside.
I take it that we're all ignoring him.
No, we see this. Mark,
Yeah, I'm just like gobsmacked. Oh my god.
Mark, mark down 16 damage.
That's my entire hit points again. I'm unconscious.
Again, you should have watched that second episode. Wait, was it second episode?
Yeah, I should have.
Blue, was it? Was it episode 2?
Just stuff I have to watch. I still probably would have done it either way.
Yeah.
And I guess
Or just like rises up to the water again.
I have a recorded clip of it, oddly enough.
Yeah, look up a clip. Meliodas meets Bon.
No, I recorded. I have one.
Okay. It's the cutest thing you ever saw, but also the most intense thing. It starts off with a game of patty cake. Basically. Okay, so you're knocked unconscious. Elizabeth freaked.
I thought max HP is supposed to be 18 because he's the D8, and you said you took average, right?
Yeah.
The first time I did though, I rolled it and I got a 1, which is why it's lower than it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay, so the first time he leveled up, he didn't take the average. Okay. Elizabeth freaks out at this.
Well, that means it's 2 less.
Okay, well, Elizabeth freaks out at this and she goes running through the rubble. Meliodas is laughing as he's downing some ale next to Gregor. You see a fairly busty wizard come downstairs just with a sigh, and she starts waving her hand as people are already putting the rocks into place, and the wall begins to repair as well as all different objects. She goes, Ban. I don't know how many times I need to repair this place a day because of you. So, how does everyone react to the fact that Mark just got sent through a wall?
I'm already starting to get sloshed because I assume since it's 10 effing gold, it's really nice.
Oh yeah, it's strong as shit. Loyal is up with his weapon drawn aimed at Bomb. Because he doesn't know.
I go up to Loyal, put it down.
He
Calm
doesn't.
down. It's just they got a little drunk. They had too much fun, and I think things just got out of hand. You can just put your sword away, and everything will be fine. Let's not start a fight.
Personally, Lux is
Sure, he could lose. I'm not sure he could win anyway.
Considering he just put our friend and ally through the fucking wall.
Well, he started it. That's the problem. If he started it, he kind of deserved that.
Loyal looks to the rest of the group. Seeing that everyone else seems to be okay with this, he sheaths his weapon and goes running out the door to check on Elvish.
I follow because I just want to laugh at this.
Lux is kind of there, like, is no one else just used to this by now? Really? Like, this happens all the time.
I mean, something like this happened the last time we were here. What, didn't it?
Something like this happened last time. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I had a babe in my arm.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. Mark, you're being pulled from the water by Elizabeth. Okay.
Yeah, he smashed it real hard.
Before you know from like how much HP have you left? Did you have left? Was that exactly your HP? 16.
That was exactly my hit points.
Okay, so yeah, you're unconscious.
Yeah, totally.
She heals you. You're back. As soon as you she heals you to 1 HP, enough for you to gain consciousness. When you gain consciousness, your entire body is just filled with pain. You can't.
Now I know how the music feels.
You notice that you can't.
After working up at nice and everything.
You notice that you can't move your arm or your right arm and right leg. That they're broken to pieces. She's still healing you.
Could have gone to fail.
And it's agonizing. It's an agon.
Oh my god! You are so bad.
You being conscious for this of your bones and muscles, being healed. It's quite painful.
Oh wow!
Think Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. with the potion.
The game where twice now I've come so close to dying.
Granted, within a minute, you're fully healed. Your bones are snapped back to their right places. You shouldn't let Bon you shouldn't be around Bon when he gets carried away.
Yeah, we'll make a mental note of that next time.
He's quite strong for what he appears to be.
You can just hear Lux screaming from the background. Lux is screaming from the background. You shouldn't be around Elvish when he gets like this.
I'm still laughing.
Wait, what'd you say, Blue?
So I'm still laughing.
Okay.
I'm just standing there poking him in the forehead with a stick. Elvish, can you hear me? Hello?
Why do people keep hitting me in this bar?
I'm not really hitting you, I'm just
Yes.
poking you.
Yeah, we've been. Hold on. We've been. We've.
Unless you want me to whack you with a stick.
No, but think about it. Hold on. We've been to this tavern 3 times, okay, in our campaign so far. First time, there's the whole shit with Brian's character, with the whole like you got slightly stabbed in the neck. And then the second time, you almost get into a fight with Gregor, which then Bon and Meliodas then got involved in.
And Gregor did get a good hit on me there.
Yeah, as well. And now you've been sent through the wall.
Yeah, I've been smashed through a wall. Plus, like, I'm getting poked with a stick now. Like, I'm cursed in this place.
Loyal reaches down, Loyal reaches down, offering his arm. Gene, do you need help up?
And groggily pull myself up.
Yeah, you're back to full 16. She fully healed you.
Yeah. Still, that was one hell of a pit, am I right?
There's only 2 of yous. Everyone else seemed to be avoiding
Dude's
that.
all you need, bro.
Everyone, I can sort of see why now everyone else avoided going in when they saw Bon go in. Well,
Okay, is he conscious again?
no. He's fully conscious and he's. Oh yeah, Mark. Just to reference, Blue shared it on the Facebook thing. Their meeting. If you saw this, you would
Nice.
you would have known better. This is why you finish watching shit.
I had this as a recording on my computer somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Don't upload
Okay. I'm just thrilled like that actually happened. I was like, wait. As soon as I heard you say mosh pit, I was like, oh god. Because like again, I really feel like Bond would have just gone in there. All right, so you just go back in. Bond walks over. He's smiling a little bit and he pats you on the back. Still hurts, but
so you can go take a look at it real quick.
he's patting you on the back, smiling. Like, sorry I hurt you there, but yeah, that was fun. If you want, you can take a free swing at me.
Died. That was amazing.
If you want, you can take a free swing at me.
I'm gonna say not do that because I'm probably gonna hurt myself more.
Right. Well, anyway, free meals for your party tonight. Okay, we're going to now skip to daytime, and everyone who's eaten a meal from Bon, give your
By the way, wait, just letting you know.
what? Would you say?
It's
Blue?
6:08. I'm letting you know the time.
Yeah. That's why I'm wrapping it up now.
Funny, because mine says 3:08. That's interesting.
Yeah, different time zones. But okay.
Almost.
But okay, for anyone who's eaten a meal made by Bon, for the next 48 hours, you have 16 temporary hit points.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Woo!
Because he can turn the fucking slops of that place into pure magic.
he's got the gold money.
But yeah, Mark, watch that clip that Blue shared.
Right now, there's bits of building falling all over the place.
Yeah.
I love that.
Still
They
doing it.
had to build the entire building, and then those two just managed to completely say, you know what, fuck your magical nonsense. We're just going to wreck this building anyway.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're not even fight. And the thing is, they weren't even fighting. It was an It was the tension from an arm wrestle.
That was amazing.
It's glorious.
I'd still do it.
So
It's
Elvish, I still don't understand how sometimes you can live, but then all of a sudden you die, but then you come back. You are just the world's impossible idiot, I think.
And you know,
Yes, but all-
Hey, I got us a free meal because of it.
also, Mark,
I
Mark,
know.
Mark, in the very same season of where that clip's from, they actually do get into a proper fist fight.
Oh, nice.
And then in the second,
amazing.
and in the 3 episodes of OVA between season 2 and season 1, they actually get into another fight. It's glorious.
Nice.
It's again, that barrier was also
Simply gods.
yeah. Again, hence why I labeled them in this adventure retired. Because like I feel like they were just reacting to shit. Like if it was up to them, they would just be lazily running the tavern.
Probably.
So like that's why I have no problem with them just being retired. Like
But can you really be retired if you never, started?
yeah, I suppose. Well, they did start technically. Remember before they got framed. So technically they did start.
They had jobs before.
But then they sort of then they got this sort of disbanded when they got framed, and then they just reacted to fucking shit. Like shit happened, and they were just reacting to it. But like I imagine they're in peacetime, they want nothing like but to just relax. So in a world with other adventuring groups, I have them being retired. But yeah, guys, that was it for today. See you next week for more Lunar Guard adventures.
Yay!